Hey guys, Rye Bread here. Today's video topic is how I chose my name. I had uploaded the video once before, but the beginning of it got a little wonked up, and I wanted to re-upload it so that way the beginning was better. And there was also a little bit that I wanted to say at the end that I didn't end up getting a chance to say. So the video itself is going to be kind of sandwiched in between this little intro and that little outro. So here's the video, and I hope you enjoy. Bye! I tried out one name before I settled on the name that I go by now, and that name was what my parents had picked out for me if I had been born a male. This name also would have made me named after my dad, and I really wanted to go by the name because I figured it would be a good gesture of respect to him and my mom. I also kind of picked this name as a way of trying to have some connection to the person that I could have been, but the truth of the matter is I think that he and I would be two very different people, and that the name that I chose, that particular name, was not the right fit for me. And then I chose the name that I go by now, and I love it a lot. I feel like it suits me very well, and it's easy for me to introduce myself as and give if I'm at like Starbucks and they need a name for my coffee or whatever. And basically I just feel like it fits me a lot more than the first name that I tried out. The second name that I tried out and the name that I currently go by is a little bit more of a nerdy source because I follow a group on YouTube called Achievement Hunter. They're a group that's owned by Rooster Teeth, and they play video games on the internet, and they're really cool, and I like them a lot. And the name that I go by now is kind of an homage to my favorite person that's in the group of Achievement Hunter. And I knew that the name had existed before I came across Achievement Hunter because it's a very popular name, but I didn't really think of it as a name that I could use for myself until I started becoming more and more absorbed into fandom of the Achievement Hunter guys, and I started to think, hey, I really like this name, I really like this dude, I think this name could fit me. And it was kind of agreed, yeah, it really suits me, and blah, 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 I like it a lot. So that is how I chose the name that I go by now. So what I didn't say earlier in the video is that I had intended to try a few different names and see which one fit me the best. I was very lucky in that it only took me a couple tries before I found something that I really liked for myself. It is not unusual for people to try many names before they settle on one, and it's not unusual for people to have a harder time finding a name that fits them just in the way of searching for it. I was lucky that the first name that I tried out was one that my parents essentially already had picked out for me, and the second one I basically just stumbled right into. If you have to look at hundreds and hundreds of baby name books or whatever, then do it. Find the name that you are the most comfortable with. So yeah, just know that just because I went a certain way of finding a name doesn't mean that's the be-all end-all. Everybody's path is different, and that's the biggest thing that you have to remember.